Sports give kids so much more than wins and losses. They build confidence, teamwork, leadership, resilience, lessons that prepare them for success in school, in careers, and in life. None of that matters if kids aren't safe. A concussion, an injury, or unsafe conditions can end a child's sports journey too soon. Safe Sports Network is there, on the sidelines, in schools, and in our community, preventing injuries, responding to emergencies, and guiding kids safely back to the games they love. With every donation, you're not just funding a program, you're protecting kids' futures. You're investing in safer fields, gyms, and rinks. Please join us. Support Safe Sports Network, because every child deserves to play safe.
It's Tebow. He's running all the way back to the left of the 5-yard line, stretches it out. That's Anthony D. He gets out to the 25. He breaks another tackle to the 30, the 35, the 40, 50, the 45, the 40, 30, 25. There's nobody near him.
No flags.
What a play.
Anthony D goes the distance. D stands for distance. Come the Clippers. On the low block, kick out, downtown, Yahtzee! By Landry, 0-0, 0-on-0. Caruso from the timeout, knocks down a triple.
In front of the goal mouth, they jump for it. The header finds the back of the net. Hadley Camo with a spectacular play.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Gills Stadium in Manchester, New Hampshire, site of today's Northeast Junior High Football League D1 and D2 championships. My name is Steve Cody. I am the highlight guy. Thank you for tuning in and watching with us today. My announcer, John Collins, is delayed a little bit. He got stuck in a little bit of traffic heading to the Queen City this morning. So I will be kind of filling in until he arrives here momentarily. Our first matchup today is between the Winnacunnet Little Warriors and the Hudson Litchfield Bears. This is the Senior Division JV2 Championship. As you probably know if you're watching, the varsity teams for Winnacunnet, Hudson both made the championship game, and so by default, the JV teams also play in a championship game. So thank you for joining us. The kickoff will begin momentarily. I do not have rosters in front of me, so I will not be doing the play-by-play. I will wait till John Collins gets here to do that. But I will be filming and keeping the score. So once again, thank you for watching. And looks like we're set for kickoff here pretty quickly. Looks like the Hudson Litchfield Bears will be going from left to right, kicking off to Winnacunnet, wearing their their away whites. The Hudson Bears in their home, who I believe is the higher seed, wearing their home blue and gray. And we're off. Nice return there by Winnacunnet. Up to about the 38-yard line, give or take. 37, we'll call it. It'll be 1st and 10. Once again, thank you for watching. John Collins, my trusty play-by-play guy, will be here momentarily. Like I said, he was delayed getting here this morning. A little bit of traffic coming from Hudson, actually, ironically enough. Seems like we have a pretty spirited crowd here this morning. A short pickup there on 1st down by number 61. Looks like a pickup of about 4. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Check that. Looks like it was a gain of 1 last play, so 2nd and 9. Drop back to pass. A nice completion. Nope, fumble. I'm not sure if they're going to call that a catch or a fumble. Yep, catch and a fumble. Recovered by the Hudson Litchfield Bears. First turnover of the game comes at just under a minute into the game, so this is a great opportunity for the Hudson Litchfield Bears to capitalize on the first turnover of the game. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Winnacunnet 46, looks like. Once again, if you're just tuning in, thank you for watching. As I mentioned before, I am not the play-by-play guy. I am the camera technical guy, but I'll be filling in until John gets here momentarily. 1st and 10 for the Hudson Bears. Well, it looks like it's going to be a toss. Is that a forward pass or a fumble? I'm not sure what they're going to call. Forward pass. Incomplete. I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Handoff straight ahead. Nothing doing there. Nice tackle there by number, I'm not sure if that's 61. Looks like a loss probably on the play of a couple yards, maybe a yard. So it'll be third down and about 12 from the Winnacunnet 48. And I'd like to welcome to the booth my longtime friend and colleague, John Collins.
Good morning, the highlight guy himself, Steve Cody. Glad to be here at beautiful Gills Stadium on what looked like a wet day down on my way in Hudson as we watch the Hudson Litchfield Bears and the Winnacunnet Warriors on the football field, a JV version of what will be the varsity championship for D2 coming up at noontime. And the field looks fantastic, as it usually does here at Gills Stadium, in the outfield of the baseball diamond. Thrilled to be here covering today's Northeast Junior High School League D2 Championships. Matchup between the Winnacunnet Little Warriors and the Hudson Litchfield Bears. As you are watching the highlight guy, you got to hear from Steve himself. Thank you for joining us. We'll have the senior division followed by the varsity D2 championship game. JV of the senior division out there right now as we watch the teams come up to the line of scrimmage. And a timeout call down on the field by I believe that was the Bears, Hudson Litchfield Bears, as you see in the dark uniforms. Nice unis, by the way, for both of these teams. It's such a well-run league overall. It's so much participation, so much excitement surrounding today's championship set of 4 games, the senior division varsity D2 championship and the junior division D2 championship, D1 championship rather. The seniors varsity of that division will also be playing today at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock this afternoon for the D1 games. And that was a quick timeout. The Bears are back out toward the defensive line of scrimmage. And here come the Winnacunnet Warriors. Both of these teams, varsity versions, have put up tremendous amounts of points during the game. Back to throw deep down the left side, and it is incomplete. Tremendous coverage there on the Bears receiver by the Winnacunnet Warriors defenders, who are all crowded around the go-to guy for the Bears. And as number 14, for Hudson Litchfield, and it's Thomas Stone that was out there looking to receive that pass, but instead they have to punt. Punt's fielded on the fly near sideline at about the 38-yard line, brought back to the 45. So it is a gain of about 7 on the return, and sets up the Winnacunnet, the Little Warriors, at the 46-yard line. They'll be taking it out. You can stay up to date with all the Highlight Guys' upcoming live streams by subscribing to THG Sports Network and our YouTube channel today. Never miss out on the games you want to see. Go to thehighlightguy.com. Another whistle sounds before the snap. Everybody's just looking over at the side judge. I think he wanted to reset, and we're ready to go. Winnacunnet on offense. We have played just over 2 minutes of the opening 10-minute quarter. First play from scrimmage for the Warriors, and they complete the pass. Well executed on the right side. Number 15 for the Warriors is William Stucker. And it was an excellent pass from the Warriors quarterback. Well-coached teams, to say the least, when you look at the season records of these two organizations. Tremendous results, undefeated and putting up huge points, and we'll talk about that later in the telecast, to just about how similar they are in the statistical category, both Winnacunnet and Hudson Litchfield. And by some miracle of the schedule, they just were a couple of teams that were not scheduled to meet up against each other anytime this fall, and here they are doing it on the big stage for the Northeast Junior High Football League on a championship Saturday, November 22nd of 2025. And they are faced with a 3rd and long here, 3rd and about 6 for the Little Warriors as they try to convert this. Dropping back to pass and throwing to his left. It is a completed pass, and it's first down, yardage and more for the big tight end, looked like, on the reception, number 83. Nice pass put right on the numbers by Cameron Dow, and he was able to hit Evan Dumont on the left side, basically uncovered, and he was able to easily pick up the first down and then some, tackled just beyond the 40-yard line. So at the Hudson Litchfield 39, first down and 10 for Winnacunnet, trying to put the first points on the board of Championship Saturday. This is the JV game of the D2 senior division. And somebody jumped on the Hudson Litchfield side, but they got back. The handoff is right up the middle. Not much of a gain there. A couple of players in on the tackle of the ball carrier. Looked like coming up from his linebacker position to assist on the tackle was number 40, Christopher Morris. Made a nice play. Warriors going to reload. They are not shy about throwing the ball, and this could be a throwing down as they only gained a half yard on that run play up the middle. So back to operate is Cameron Dow. He rolls to his right. He throws on the run. It is a tip pass, and it's intercepted by the Bears. It was thrown into traffic. Ball was tipped up into the air, and coming down with it, number 16 for Hudson Litchfield is Dante Anaya. And he is excited, as he should be. Was right over there covering with his teammates and was the beneficiary of a very nice floater off the tip. He was able to grab it and secure it without fumbling. There was a couple of Winnacunnet players that seemed to be gripping at the football, but he hangs on, and so it is a turnover, our first of the game, following the opening possession by the Hudson Litchfield Bears in a punt. Winnacunnet turns it over. So up to the line of scrimmage for their second possession of the game. 5:06 remaining in the first quarter. And the flip, a double handoff for the counters. Got some big opening, big space on the near side. A stiff arm, still on his feet, driven to the turf, but not till a big gain for Thomas Stone. Thomas Stone with an excellent job of making yards after contact. He was finally tackled by the Winnacunnet defensive back, Logan Beauparent. Beauparent was able to catch up to him from the opposite side of the field, but not until the Bears picked up big yardage there at the 44-yard line of Winnacunnet. Hear the hand clap to receive the ball, and still on his feet, almost picked his way to the sideline. Beauparent was able to make another nice tackle of the Bears quarterback, Kelton Hannigan. Hannigan was almost breaking it out to the left side, but it was Beauparent's nice ankle tackle that prevented him from getting to the wide side left where he had nothing but open space. Bears quarterback did pick up one on that carry, so it is 2nd and 9. Back to the shotgun they go. And the handoff to the left side. Big opening, taking it to the wide side. Thomas Stone tackled inside the 30. So a big gain for the Warriors again. Thomas Stone, a star in this opening quarter as he moves the chains down to deeper into Winnacunnet territory as the Bears are threatening to score first in this game off of the interception, the turnover. Ball is spotted at the 28-yard line of Winnacunnet. They will be looking for some kind of a stop or a turnover themselves here to stop this Hudson Litchfield Bears scoring machine. And rolling out to the right to pass. No, he's going to keep it. Breaks it up the field, cuts it inside, and it's a very nice gain on the sprint right by the Bears' number 19, Cameron Morani. Cameron Morani, also nice foot speed there as he was able to gain 5 yards, 2nd down and 5 for the Bears, who are mixing it up by going right and left on alternating plays. Cameron Morani got the play call from the sideline, and he is back out there to run the offense for the Bears. He'll be under center this time. Cameron Morani with the I-back formation. He's going to hand it to the I-back. He runs to the right and gets tackled at about the 20, a gang tackle there. Falling forward, good foot drive after he was hit by the Hudson Litchfield Bears, number 29, I believe that was. For the Bears. Don't have 29. Maybe it was a different number than what I thought. Blanchard, Raiden Blanchard is number 23. Back into the wing T formation. The handoff, counter up the middle, and right there to greet him was Landon Wilson as he put the stop on the Bears. On the handoff, the attempted handoff through the middle, it was Tyler Edwards on the carry for Hudson Litchfield. Both of these teams are running into players, the caliber of players in the league, the top caliber players in the league, that the kind of competition they really haven't faced it by the scores that they have run up. Both of these two organizations have run up big scores in the course of making their way to the championship Saturday. This is the JV version of the undefeated D2 team, Hudson Litchfield and Winnacunnet both. Scrambling around, all kinds of pressure, but not able to get him down until he gets inside the 20-yard line and makes a nice scramble, but not able to get close to the first down yardage. This is Winnacunnet JV bowing up and making a stand near their own goal line. It is 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 9 for the Hudson Litchfield Bears JV as they get the play call again from their coaches. And Cameron Morani calls the play quickly in the huddle, and to the line of scrimmage go the Bears. Ball on about the 19-yard line. They need to get to the 5. Deep throw left side, a contested pass is going to fall incomplete. You can see 3 defenders around the intended target, who was Thomas Stone, the most dangerous offensive player for the Hudson Litchfield Bears, was running a corner route, and he had a whole platoon of defenders all around him to try to knock that away. It was a little bit off target, the pass from Morani, but had he been on target, it would have been a difficult reception anyway with all kinds of traffic. So it's 4th down and long. Ball is at the 17-yard line. They need to get to about the 5, the 6-yard line to get this first down. 4th and about 9. Morani in the shotgun is going to look to pass right. He's going to throw right. A lot of air under it. He had an open receiver, but it just went long over his head, and it is a turnover on downs. And the Winnacunnet Little Warriors will take over at their own 16-yard line. So good defense is what we have seen in the first quarter. Just when it looked like the Little Warriors were driving for the game's first score, A turnover, an interception by the Bears defense, and just when it looked like Hudson Litchfield might march down the field and put the first points on the board their way, you get a stop on fourth down by Winnacunnet. Scrambling around looking to throw this ball and tackled. Noah Roy ran out of room on the right side. And so it'll be second down and 10. Both of these teams at the D1 and D2 levels, both organizations, they are used to putting up big points. Scoreless quarters don't happen very often in their games, and we are looking at one here. We've reached the end of the first quarter of play, 10-minute quarters in the Northeast Junior High School Football League. We'd like to thank our newest sponsor and welcome them to our team, Luke's Bar and Grill. Founded in 2019, Luke's Bar and Grill has grown quickly thanks to loyal guests and incredible staff. Their mission is to provide a welcoming space with great food, refreshing drinks, and an atmosphere that always feels like home. Whether you're at Luke's for dinner, drinks, or just to unwind, Luke's is constantly evolving to make every visit better. Find them at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson or online at lukesbarandgrill.com, and we spell Luke's with no C, L-U-K-S, Luke's Bar and Grill. Earth Tech Systems is a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, Earth Tech Innovative Solutions not only prioritizes environmental benefits, but also helps customers save significantly on energy costs. Whether you're considering a new heat pump system or need repairs, their skilled team is ready to handle even the most complex projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge designs and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. If you like what you're seeing and hearing on our live stream and think you'd like to advertise with The Highlight Guy or just want more information, contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com. That's Steve at thehighlightguy.com. He's Steve Cody. I'm John Collins. We're at Gill Stadium. Well-attended game down below us. Stands are filling up for not only this JV game, but also the D2 varsity game coming up after this one, a noontime kickoff for that. So they change ends at the end of the first quarter, and a running play to start the second quarter with much success near sideline, dancing inside the boundary. Flag flies late. You saw it come into the screen from the umpire behind the defense. That seemed to be after the play had ended as he consults with the lead ref. Was a nice run to the right side by the Warriors' Bo Bean. Kind of a cool thing with the Tom Foley set us up so nicely with notes about players and also coach of the Winnacunnet Warriors I'm talking about. He set us up so nicely with the roster and also the notes on the players. I want to thank him for that. And also he sets us up with all the birthdays of the year, so you know exactly. If anybody's having a birthday today, for example, would we be highlighting it? We could highlight it. Bo Bean on the carry, so turns into a 1st and 10 for Winnacunnet after the officials sorted out the flag. And the Warriors look to be on the move. The handoff by Bean and tackled after a short gain on 1st down. Tackle made by number 20 for Hudson Litchfield. That's Bailey Egan on the tackle. But it was a gain of about 5 yards for the Warriors on 1st down, so they'll take that. Bo Bean running the offense right now for the Winnacunnet Warriors. Bo just turned 12 in April. Scanning for today's 11/22. There is a birthday, and that is on the Winnacunnet varsity. We'll talk about it later. Tucker Abrahams birthday today. Throw to the left. It is complete. Well tossed by Bo Bean, and a hand catch expertly done by Winnacunnet's Logan Boparian. A great player both ways, defense and offense, showing his hands on that catch. And a quick tackle by Hudson Litchfield so that Logan couldn't make any yards after the catch, but he did get enough for a first down at the 40-yard line. So well-executed pass play by the Little Warriors. We're into the second quarter, 10-minute quarters. We've played almost 2 minutes of this second quarter. It is a scoreless defensive battle right now. Northeast Junior High Football League for 2025 in the D2 division. The JV teams going at it before the varsity teams. Rolling right now left is Noah Roy. Roy throws it deep left. It is off the hands of the intended receiver. Once again, Logan Boparian, and it is incomplete. So it'll bring up a second down and 10. Showing off the throwing arm a bit there were the Bears. They were alternating at quarterbacks. Now coming back is Bo Bean. After the deep ball to the left side, maybe he's going to try. Bo Bean showed some good foot speed as a scrambling quarterback in the last down where he operated at QB, and he's in the shotgun now in an empty backfield as he walks up to the line of scrimmage under center on second down and 10, excuse me. The run up the middle. And it really didn't fool this Hudson Litchfield Bears defense as they're able to catch the shifty quarterback for Winnacunnet after a very short gain. 2 yards, it'll be third down and 8 at the 42-yard line of Winnacunnet. Both these offenses running into tough defenses in this first half. No score yet here at Gill Stadium in Manchester. Bo Bean in the shotgun all by himself. Empty backfield. He's got pair of receivers each side. He's going to run right, look to throw right. Heavy pressure, though. Great pass rush by Thomas Stone, and he ends up with the sack of Bo Bean. Thomas Stone, what an excellent rush he put on, and the play was designed to come this way, to come right, but there was Thomas Stone right in the face of Bo Bean and forced him back the other way. So it is going to be a fourth down and 15 yards. It is obviously a punting situation for the Warriors, and it'll be a punt from about their own 30-yard line. Back to receive it for the Bears. Oh, a quick drop. He's just got to cover up. It's still loose, though, and it's recovered by the Warriors. Unfortunate flub on the would-be punt return reception by the Bears, and it is the first turnover by the Bears in this first half. Londonderry tossed an interception, and that young man a little bit distraught right now, Anthony Rose, but he'll be back and going to count on his defense to do their thing and keep this a scoreless game, but it is a big advantage, big opportunity for the Little Warriors here to recover that fumbled punt. First and 10 as they gain a lot of ground at the 41-yard line of the Hudson Litchfield Bears. Back in at quarterback for the Warriors, a first down pass play, and it's complete. All kinds of room down the sideline for William Stucker on the reception. Great run after the catch before he was tackled out of bounds, pushed out of bounds. And it is a first down for Winnacunnet, operating with through the air after recovering the fumble on the punt play. And that is another first down for Winnacunnet. They are all the way down to the 23-yard line. Will this be the drive that produces the game's first points? 5:55 to go in the second quarter. 0-0 so far. in the JV version of the Northeast Junior High Football League's championship Saturday. Winnacunnet versus Hudson Litchfield. Completed pass, and it's Logan into the end zone for a touchdown. It is Logan Baupariant on the pass. It is the first points of the game, scored by the Little Warriors of Winnacunnet, 6-0 with 5:33 to go in the second quarter. Bo Bean hitting a great target, Logan Baupariant, who just turned, I had to do a double take. It says he turned 12 in September. He's a big kid. I was about Bo Bean size when I was 12. As he calls the signals, now it's up front. There was a quarterback is Cameron Dow. Dow rolling out to his right, and he throws it, and it is incomplete as they went for the 2-point conversion. So apologize if it was Cameron Dow on the pass play for the touchdown. They alternated Bo Bean and Cameron Dow at quarterback a few times there, and both players well capable. But so Cameron Dow and Logan Baupariant, quarterback, receiver, 6-0 is the score. Extra points, as you can see, are an adventure in the Northeast Junior High Football League. Going for 2 is probably the standard operating procedure after touchdowns. So as we watch the game official instruct our kicker, we're getting set for a Winnacunnet kickoff. Still plenty of time left in this first half for Hudson Litchfield to possibly tie this game up, or for the Warriors to go up by 2 scores. As they get set to kick it away, it is a low ground ball. It hits the second line player for Hudson Litchfield, and he's doing a good job of just covering up and making sure to regain possession. Is number 48 for Hudson Litchfield. I don't believe we have that on the roster. 42 would be Hunter Galloway. It is Hudson Litchfield Bears ball. The JV team trying to tie this game up. And back at quarterback for Hudson Litchfield will be number 18, Tyler Whitehouse. Tyler Whitehouse hands it off, far side running play. The stiff arm at the end, but not much room there to run for Connor Erickson on the carry. Good coverage as the defense for Winnacunnet strung that play out for only a 1-yard gain. Second down and 8 coming up. Credit to all the volunteers and the parents who helped get their kids dressed and to the game on time. Not easy sometimes. It was a 10 a.m. start here at Gill Stadium. And Coach Tom Foley, by the way, emailed me in the 5 o'clock hour with more game notes. I can't thank him enough. Weaving through the crowd, and the tackle made. Good gain, though. Nearly a first down for the Hudson Litchfield Bears. There's Thomas Stone again. Good things happen when he is around the football for the Bears. And he came, I guess they're going to say, within inches of the first down. No indication yet, but the ball and the marker seem to be in the same spot. And if it's short, it's only short by less than the length of the football itself. They're actually going to give us our game's first measurement. This is something, if you watch NFL games, this is lost. I don't think they do measurements anymore. It's all GPS digital stuff now. They don't bring the chains out anymore and stretch them, and then everybody watches to see if it's a link short of the ball. And you know what? It might be a link short of the ball. They're going to say it is just an inch and a half short of a first down. I don't know how, the chains don't lie, right? Do they? I mean, it's going to be 2-down territory, I'm sure, for the Bears here to pick up less than the stripe on the football. Junior high football here at the Gill Stadium. Just a nice layout. John Collins along with the highlight guy Steve Cody up in the baseball press box, which has a great vantage point on the football field from behind home plate. And the handoff, and you know what? They're not going to get the first down. A huge surge by the Winnacunnet defensive line, joined by the linebackers and defensive backs, and they sold out for the run, and that's exactly what they got, a run play up the middle that did not find first down yardage. Unless they give him some forward progress at the very beginning. You can see the ref just eyeballing this, and are they going to bring the chains out again? They will not. They say they must have lost a half a yard. This is going to be a fourth down play, and the Bears may not go up the middle again after what they just received for treatment. Quarterback Cameron Morani got the play from the sideline and ran it in. So let's see what the Bears run here on 4th and inches. Nearing at midfield, basically. Morani gets the snap. He's going to run left, cuts it up, and he gets the first down. Cameron Morani still has it. He's cutting to the left sideline as the Warriors try to track him down. Huge gain as he takes a hit out of bounds. Tackled by Aiden Knopf, but not before. Cameron Morani got a great run out of it. Highlight play of the game on offense so far today for the Hudson Litchfield Bears. On 4th down, Morani went about 20 yards, weaving his way through traffic, broke it out to the left, and he gained a first down and much, much more. Ball is at the 17-yard line of Winnacunnet. First of 2 D2 games this morning and at noontime, the JV and varsity playing between Winnacunnet and Hudson Litchfield. And then we'll have the evening games involving also the Nashua Cougars and the ball carrier for the Bears thrown to the turf. So you run that play on 4th and inches and you don't get it. And it will be a loss on the play of a yard. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11 for the Bears. And again, Cameron Morani gets the play quickly from the sideline and comes back out there. Bears have a man in motion. The tackle did jump early on the near side. The tight end, perhaps. If it was the tackle, that was an illegal formation because he wasn't covered up. But I believe, the tight end near side just got a 1-second jump on the snap and got flagged immediately by the side judge. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to set up 2nd down and 16 yards to get for the Bears. So running into a stop, tackle for a loss, and now a penalty. And there are a handicap here as they try to pick up the 16 yards they will need to keep this drive alive. They need to get down to around the 6. There's a quick throw to the right side. Nice completion. Jumping over one tackler, but not able to elude the second. And it's going to be a short gain on 2nd and 16 for the Bears. On the reception for Hudson Litchfield was number 4. Don't believe we have that. Number 4 for Hudson Litchfield on the roster. Cameron Morani on the pass at quarterback, and is a timeout down on the field here at Gill Stadium. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and families. If you're looking for guidance in the process of lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or 465-1102. That's a 603 number, 465-1102. Bouvier prepare. Ball in the far hash mark. It's going to be 3rd down and 16 to get for the Hudson Litchfield Bears against the Winnacunnet Little Warriors here in a championship Saturday JV version of D2. Ankle tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that might have been no gain, as scrambling to his left was Cameron Morani, and a great job on defense again by the Winnacunnet Warriors. It looked like back in there back into the backfield was Peter Cody, who was able to trip up the Bears quarterback, and now it is another timeout down on the field. 2:03 to go. A big play coming up here as Hudson Litchfield trails 6-0. Had the ball 3 times, about 4 times if you want to count the fumbled punt, but have not been able to come up with any points in the first half yet to show for those possessions. And then Winnacunnet was able to capitalize on the turnover, the fumble punt, to score a first drive, the game point scoring drive of the game from the 41-yard line. They started, so a 41-yard drive to go ahead. I believe the defense of Winnacunnet called that timeout as they try to preserve time on the clock, thinking, hey, we're going to get this ball back. 4th and 16, very difficult to convert. And then they want to have enough time to maybe go down the field and get a second score. But it depends on coming up with a 4th down stop. Cameron Rennie in a 2-step drop. His pass was deflected out of his hand as he was throwing it. It is an incomplete pass, and it is a turnover on downs. Second time in the game so far that Winnacunnet has been able to get a turnover on downs, a stoppage on 4th down try, and they will take it at their own 23-yard line with 1:58 remaining. So the 2-minute drill. Exciting opportunity for the Little Warriors to show off their 2-minute drive skills at the JV level. In the opening game of 4 Northeast Junior High Football League contests here at Gill Stadium on a championship Saturday. Out of the huddle and up to the line. One thing we don't see up there is the play clock. The officials keep that down on the field. And the quick hitter to the left is complete. It's a double pass and is incomplete. It was a bit of a question whether that first pass was actually a lateral in my mind, but there was no flags. The officials saw it at least as parallel. I think the ref may be talking about that right now. Was that first pass forward or not? And if it was forward at all, even a step, it becomes an illegal forward pass, the second one. But I think they're going to let it slide. It was incomplete. It was inconclusive. I think you'd need video replay assist to figure out if that was a lateral pass or not by the Warriors. End result, incomplete, and it's 2nd down and 10 from Winnacunnet's 23-yard line. That took only a couple of ticks off the clock, 1:53 remaining in the first half. Flip side of this, preserving time, is that 3 more incomplete pass plays and Hudson Litchfield get the ball back. There's a deep pass down the left side, and this one's going to float under. It is intercepted in one-on-one coverage. What a play by Jamison Burrows on the interception. Jamison Burrows getting high-fived by his teammates as he comes off the field, or a lot of times the players play both ways, but it was perfect coverage. He was step for step with the receiver, and the ball was high-arced and underthrown, and it was a sure-handed interception for Jamison, and it's a turnover for the Bears. So they have benefited from the turnover via the interception a couple of times here and trying to capitalize with 1:46 left to go in the first half. As one of the Bears linemen shuttled into the game, looks like Cristiano Tejada. Cristiano at center. Going to shotgun this thing to Bears quarterback. Morani's going to dump it over the middle. It's a bubble screen middle, and it is incomplete. Looked like it hit the turf. A flag flies late, and that might have been something verbal after the play was completed. That's going to go against the Bears and really put an obstacle to scoring with a minute and a half to go from nearly the 40-yard line. That's a problem for Hudson Litchfield that came after the unnecessary comment maybe that came after the tackle. Oh, a lineman caught it. Okay. Excuse me for casting aspersions. It was a flag that was attributed to the actual play, and it looked like an offensive lineman caught it for Hudson Litchfield. There was no such unsportsmanlike or anything like that afterward. It was a rulings call by the referee. So first down becomes second down and 5, and a would-be pass to the right, pulls it down, now throws it, and is it complete? At two Bears on top of each other on the far sideline, and apparently they got in each other's way, and it is an incomplete pass. Well-thrown ball by the Bears. They just had maybe too many cooks in the kitchen right there to not secure the ball on the end of it. Thomas Stone kind of hobbles off the field for the Bears. Not good for the JV team. One of the star players for them is like favoring his right leg. Could be a cramp. He's getting stretched out over there, looked at around the knee area above it by one of the assistant coaches. Hudson Litchfield Bears up to the line of scrimmage on third down and 5. Needing to get to the 35, ball at the 41. And Cameron Morani scrambles around, but not able to break it out of the backfield this time, as wrapping him up and taking him down was Gavin Johnson. Gavin Johnson, number 31, with a nice play. Majority of these players are around the age of 12 years old. Great opportunity to play. A lot of these kids will go on, of course, to play in high school, and what an experience to be out here on the turf on a championship Saturday with their coaches, teammates, family members watching from the sidelines. So Winnacunnet coaches kind of talking. If you're looking to play sports in college, let the Highlight Guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, film sporting events, and live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the Highlight Guy, you are the star. Let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. Deb Cody, licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email her at deb@thedowgroup.com. Shotgun snap. Morani flips it. Double handoff after the snap, and it's going to turn into a huge tackle for loss as the play was smoked out and stopped rather easily by Winnacunnet's all-everything player, Logan Beauparent. He was way back there to make the tackle after the quarterback handed it off to one running back who handed it off to another, and by the time Logan Beauparent made his tackle, it was a loss of about 10 more yards on the play. On fourth down, it is a turnover on downs, third of the first half for the Winnacunnet Warriors defense, and they have it with a minute 03 left to go on the 48-yard line. They had a drive from the 41 that was successful last possession. They're trying to do it from the 48-yard line in just a minute. Pass dumped over the line. It is complete. Taken down by 3 tacklers was Evan Dumont, but not before he got a big gain on first down for the Warriors all the way. Ball was on the 48. Now it's spotted at the 28. So a 20-yard gain on first down through the air for the Warriors. Clock stops momentarily at 54 seconds, and now Winnacunnet uses another timeout. So they will be able to strategize, and better part of a minute remains, 54 seconds. So a very good chance to put the pressure on and maybe score on this Bears team. Is trying to keep it a one-score game. Well, when you step into Luke's Bar and Grill, you're stepping into more than just a restaurant. It's a family-owned and operated spot that's been serving the community since 2019. Luke's motto, never forget where you came from. With a commitment to good food, great service, and giving back, Luke's is where neighbors become friends. Visit them today at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson or online at lukesbarandgrill.com. Luke's, L-U-K-S. Winnacunnet has talked strategy and have come out of the huddle with their coaches and teammates and up to the line to try to make hay here in the last 54 seconds, leading 6-0, looking to add to it. Empty backfield. It's going to be a pass, a big heave down the right, and it's overthrown. It was an opportunity for an interception for the Bears. You can see number 16 holding his helmet. Closest to the ball was Dante Anaya. It does stop the clock, though, as an incomplete pass with 48 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Seen excellent pass coverage on most of these passes. It's the short ones that have produced big yardage with the runs after catch, as we just saw Evan Dumont do for the Warriors. They might be going back to number 83 on this play. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Off the tight end position over the middle, Evan Dumont is open for the moment, but they're going to throw underneath to the right side. Tough to see everybody on the checkdowns in traffic. Charlie Tomio on the reception for Winnacunnet, but he was hit just after the catch and just beyond the line of scrimmage. They have no more timeouts. The clock is rolling, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to speed it up and go quickly is Noah Roy, the quarterback for Winnacunnet. Immediately looks to throw left. Now he looks to throw right, scrambles, and he is going to be tackled and sacked in the backfield. A great pass rush in the end puts the kibosh on the play. That was Thomas Stone who got in the backfield for the Bears and blew that play up before Noah Roy could get a pass away, and that will be the end of the first half. So tough defense was the signature of the first 20 minutes of action here in the D2 JV championship game. And we go to halftime with the score, Little Warriors 6 and the Hudson Litchfield Bears JV 0. We'll take a break. You're watching the Highlight Guy at Gill Stadium in Manchester.
I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not, cause I step in my zone when I pull this to the I'm I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like Optimus Prime. I can't hit the ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got as if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guide can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguide.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguide.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Welcome back, everybody, to Gill Stadium in Manchester. The first of two contests between these two organizations, the Hudson Litchfield Bears and the Little Warriors of Winnacunnet. They have two outstanding varsity teams, especially, that are going to be coming up with a noon kickoff, and we look forward to that one. But this one has been a very exciting game at the JV level between Hudson Litchfield, who are in the dark navy uniforms with the gray or silver pants to the right, and the Winnacunnet Warriors, the Little Warriors on the left. And it will be Winnacunnet kicking off with a 6-0 lead to begin the third quarter. It's a ground ball kick. It is picked up and running right to left with it and being tackled for no gain on the return was the Bears number 42, Hunter Galloway, on the return. Great coverage, kick coverage by the Little Warriors. So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 36-yard line of the Hudson Litchfield Bears. They had the ball about 4 or 5 times, if you count the fumbled punt, in the first half, and were not able to score. There were at least 3 turnovers on downs on the fourth down play, not able to convert. So the Winnacunnet defense has been very, very tough. And so this would be a huge swing in the game if the Bears were able to take the opening possession of the second half and go down the field and score. It is a tentative handoff, very timidly done, and it was blown up in the backfield by the Winnacunnet rush. And leading the charge again was Logan Boparian, who has had a great game to this point. Logan scored the touchdown on a pass reception, and he has been a force on defense as well. Anytime you see a running play, especially a running play blown up in the backfield, it's usually number 24 for Winnacunnet that is involved in the play. So that was a loss of a good 5 yards at least. It's 2nd and 15 from the Bears' own 31-yard line as the handoff in space, cutting it up inside. The ankle tackle made by the Little Warriors, Carter Langlaw on the tackle. Great roster here in front of me for the Winnacunnet team. Includes where these young men go to school. A lot of Hampton Academy players, Northampton School as well. Lincoln Ackerman represented. Seabrook Middle School in the house, too, on the Little Warriors side. From all over the area, great participation. We thank our viewers for tuning into the Highlight Guy this morning. You can stay up to date with all of the Highlight Guy's upcoming live streams by subscribing to the THG Sports Network at thehighlightguy.com. It is a pass play, scrambling out to the right, and the whistles stop the play dead right in the middle of things. See what this call is about. The lead referee right behind the play was looking to the sideline. The flag flew before the snap, apparently. Before the snap, an illegal start called against the Bears. So the ball was on the 30-yard line. It'll probably end up on the 25 now. So they had a 1-yard loss on first down, a 5-yard penalty on second down. It's going to be 3rd and 16. So things starting out well for the Warriors defense. Going to take a huge play here for the Bears to maintain possession. This is definitely punting territory if they don't make this on third down. Cameron Morani scrambles away, eludes one sacker, another still on his feet, and now the tackle is made by a couple of Warriors on the far side. Ball came out late, but I believe the quarterback was down. Again, Logan Boparian is over there, but also a lot of help from his friends. Also in on the tackle for the Little Warriors was Joseph Curtin. Joseph Curtin got the touch that started to send Cameron Morani sprawling forward, and ended up being another tackle for, well, no gain. I think they have it up on the board still, and that is a holding call on top of it against the Bears that was waved off. So instead of giving them third down and 16, it's going to be decline penalty, and I would think a punt here for Hudson Litchfield. That is a punting formation, apparently, unless they're going to fake it. Punter seems very close to the line. It is fourth down, and he does get it away. It's a short punt. It's fielded, and it's dropped. It's on the turf, and it's swallowed up by one of the other Warriors who were next to the return man, number 25. Picking it up was Carter Langlaw, as I think it was Joseph Curtin on the reception, and he just bobbled it for a second, but his teammate was right there. First down and 10. This is the Little Warriors' first possession of the second half. They did throw a couple of interceptions in that first half, but their defense pitched a shutout against the Bears. And Winnacunnet did have a 41-yard scoring drive that came right after they picked off a pass by the Bears quarterback, and they were able to go the distance right down the field and score the only touchdown of this game so far. 4 10-minute quarters in the New Hampshire Junior High School Football League. We got the Nashua Cougars and the Salem Rams much later today. JV start at 2 and the championship varsity D1 at 4. There's a big lumbering running back, number 61 for the Warriors, is quite a big fellow. Alejandro Peralto Chong running right. He was undercut after a gain of about 5 or 6 to the right side. That is an imposing figure. If you're 12 years old and you're seeing Alejandro coming your way, you might need help from a couple of your friends to take him down. Not the fleetest of foot on that carry was Chong, but wow, he looked like Derrick Henry at the junior high level coming around the corner. He's back in at shotgun at quarterback. Alejandro Chong calling signals. He's going to bobble it for a second. Now he's going to run left, looking for some blocks. Coming up to wrestle him down all by his lonesome. What a play by Thomas Stone. Got in the backfield there and made the tackle. Terrific tackle in the backfield. That was a loss on the play of a yard, or more. Actually, it was 2nd and 5, so that was a loss of about 6. Tackle for loss by Thomas Stone, and back at quarterback is Bo Bean. Bo Bean gets the handoff from Cameron Dow, and it is a big gain for Cameron Dow. He got the first down, 3rd and 11, and they moved the chains. So great running out of the backfield by Bo Bean, who's got the first down signal from the huddle. Bears needing a stop now as officials talk to the Bears coaching staff. Billy Burrows, the head coach of the Hudson Litchfield Bears varsity and JV teams, assisted by Joe DeRusha, Anthony Mokia, AJ Baviello, Austin Parada, Miguel Rivera, Austin Erickson, and A.J. Carey. Running play to the left side. The Bears able to tackle Joey Curtin for a shorter run this time. It was a gain of about, let's see where they mark it, at the 34-yard line. So it was a gain of 2.5. Call it 2nd and 7 for the Little Warriors. It is the third quarter. We played halfway through it. 10-minute quarters. We're at the 5-minute mark. So 15 minutes of football left to add up with the fourth quarter. And a 6-0 JV game right now here at Gill Stadium in Manchester. John Collins along with Steve Cody, the highlight guy, covering the first of 4 games on Championship Saturday. There's a handoff up the middle, and falling forward for a positive play, Bo Bean tripped up at about the 30. So gained 3 or 4 on that. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Little Warriors. This is 2-down territory for the kids from the Hampton area, trying to make their second scoring drive of the game. They came from 41 yards away the first time in the first half, and it ended with a pass play to Logan Beauparion, who got the touchdown, the only score so far this morning. Under center and a fumbled snap, and he was able to get it back. Good recovery there by quarterback Cameron Dow to not turn it over. And it will be 2nd down and 2. Actually, 4th down. It's gone to 4th down. Key play here for the Bears if they can come up with a stop. When you take a look at the Bears' defensive line, you think, wow, I don't think I want to run over center with the formidable presence of Dominic Packer standing in the middle of the line. Let's see what Warriors choose to do. They go off left tackle. Bo Bean crashes forward, and I think he got the first down. He needed to get to the 25, and that's where he did. So the Warriors keep the drive alive, handing it off to Bo Bean, dynamic offensive player for this JV squad, who's got the swagger after getting the conversion. Number 22 for the Warriors. Got some nice blocks off the left side, too, and no flags. So it's a 1st and 10 situation. Drive still alive for the Little Warriors as we watch the varsity players for the Bears warming up underneath us. Same for the Winnacunnet varsity players on the far side of the field as they get set for their noon kickoff later on. 2 high-powered offenses going at it, seeing each other for the first time this season. They did not meet in the regular season. They swing a pass out to the right side. It is complete. Tackle made for loss, though. Great read by the defense of the Hudson Litchfield Bears. Number 42 over there to make the tackle was Hunter Galloway. Great play, and he creates a tackle for loss of about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 14. We have 3 more games to go, and we have the able presence of Jason Roby in the house. Glad to see you, Jason, and he'll join the telecast shortly. Coach Roby to take us the rest of the way, along with myself for this Hampton versus Hudson matchup. Flag flies from the umpire way late, or near the end of the play, I should say. It was right near the end of the play. Let's see who this is against. Could be a big call. It was 2nd and 14 to go. This could put back the offense even more here. Instead of 2nd and 14, let's see what the call is. Might have been a spot foul. They're trying to figure it out right now. Officials apparently already made the indication. I didn't see it. Oh, there it is, just a holding call on the run play. So it is going to be 2nd down and quite the distance to go for the Little Warriors to keep this drive alive. Ball's on the 35-yard line, 2nd and 17. Into the shotgun now go the Warriors. Rolling to his left to pass. Noah Roy heaves it down the field. He's got a man. It's complete. No, it's dropped. It would have been a touchdown. Oh, so upset with himself. William Stucker was 2 steps beyond the deepest defensive back, and all he had to do was catch it. He would have had 2 steps to the touchdown. Would have been the 2nd score of the game and a conversion on 2nd and 19. Instead, it's incomplete. We got 3rd and 19.
Good morning, John Collins.
Good morning, Jason
Steve.
Roby.
Good to see you.
Welcome. Yes,
wonderful,
Gill Stadium.
Beautiful spot up here in the press box at Gill Stadium in the green nest, as it were. And boy, my arm hurts just watching that throw. That thing had some air under. It was a rainmaker, and it fell right in the breadbasket. Missed opportunity there for the Warriors.
So it'll be now 2nd and 19 for the Little Warriors. Empty backfield, looking to throw left. Noah Roy pulls it down. Now he's going to run it to the left, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 30. So still a ways to go with 3rd down coming up. What a tale of two press boxes for us. We were at Pinkerton last night.
Isn't that something?
0 heat. You know, we were just like it was outside. It was in the mid to low 30s there, and now it's almost too hot in here.
It's a beautiful facility. We were up here last year, and we're fortunate to have a bird's eye view, literally, as we are up in the up in the highest point of the stadium, and we have a screen in front of us so we can see the action on the field, and we can see it on our screen in front of us. Punt formation employed here by the Little Warriors, and they'll kick it off. Oh, and a great block there. I don't know if that's going to be considered a blindside block. The man is down.
It will be, Jason.
Yeah, and the flag comes in late. That was just a situation where I think the young man was looking for the punt in the air and lost sight of the personal protector of the punt returner. He took a shot. He's up and moving around, so that's good to see, number 41, John.
Peter Cody.
Yeah, Peter Cody was I'm not sure if he was the long snapper or not, but he had a free run down the field, and a good play there. They'll check that flag. The ball's spotted right now on the 14-yard line, so the officials will talk it over. And, of course, as John has probably mentioned to you, the Division II JV version of the varsity championship game that will be played later. And that is going to be a personal foul call against the punting team.
It seemed to be unintentional, but you still have to call it a personal
foul.
foul?
Well, interestingly enough, they called it on the punting team.
Ooh.
So I don't know if the referee pointed the wrong way.
Okay.
Because the hit.
That's a question that Tom Foley wants answered right now as he talks to the official.
Coach Foley, I'm sure, is as confused as we are
surprised.
up here in the booth. And surprised.
Yeah, he probably thought it was against the Bears.
Well, we saw last night, you really want to take the head out of the game. You really want to get rid of those blindside shots.
We had a call like that in the Pinkerton versus Salem game.
We did.
Yeah.
And so it will be 1st down for Hudson.
Yep.
But I don't see them marking the ball forward or backward. So, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
45 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Hudson Litchfield Bears JV team still in search of the game's first points. The excitement is building toward the kickoff for the D2 Varsity Championship. Hudson Litchfield versus the Little Warriors of Winnacunnet. That'll be a noon kickoff, but what a great lead in this is. This is a one-score game coming right down to the final quarter. Handoff, Thomas Stone through traffic, cut it back to the right side. Good tackle, made positive yards, though, on 1st down.
Great wingback counter employed there by the Hudson Litchfield Bears, and it was well blocked at the point of attack, and a nice job of running with his eyes as he was able to get a sizable pickup on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Hudson Litchfield Bears. And, of course, this Hudson Litchfield team, they will feed the Alvern Broncos, and this Winnacunnet team obviously will feed the Winnacunnet Warriors. Two good programs in Division I football. And, of course, later this afternoon we'll see the Salem Rams taking on the Nashua Cougars. That should be a great one as well.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter, Jason. And so 6-0 is the score. I want to let you continue to lay out what's happening here today. 3 more exciting football games in the Northeast Junior High Football League that involves a lot of teams. I was looking through the list in D2, Dover, Goffstown, Farmington, Haverhill, Lowell, Tri-Town, Winnacunnet, Hudson Litchfield. We're watching those 2 teams right now. Manchester, Keene, Nashua Pal, and Plymouth. 12 teams I counted in the D2 side. And then D1, Andover, Bedford, Derry, Exeter, Londonderry, Nashua Cougars, Timberlane, Merrimack, Portsmouth, the Salem Rams, and Windham. So it'll be Salem Rams against the Nashua Cougars in the 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock games. that the highlight guy and Jason will have for you this afternoon, a full day of football here at Gill Stadium.
And here is what I absolutely love, John, is the fact that when these teams come in, they have a junior varsity version of the team and a varsity version of the team. So that allows more kids an opportunity to play. This, of course, is the junior varsity, and the junior varsity gets to play because the varsity team has qualified here today. But it gives them an opportunity to kind of, that transition between junior varsity football and varsity football. It mirrors what happens at the high school level, and I think that's what's so impressive about this league is it gives more than just a handful of kids an opportunity. Some of these kids will swing between the junior varsity game and the varsity game, but there are rules in place so that there's no one team that's really getting a sizable advantage over another. But it's a great opportunity for young kids to get involved in the cheerleading squads, and you can see down on the concourse area there are fans galore starting to pile in for the second game here, and it will be a crazy day here today at Gill Stadium. So we're very fortunate, and these young men and women are fortunate as well.
And we're happy to see hundreds of viewers tuning in so far to the Highlight Guy telecast. Sprint to the left for the Bears. That was on the carry. That was number 16. I think that was the quarterback.
Yeah, they were running an option play. It was pretty good. They ran a dive option. They faked the dive. Then they ran the option. Looks like.
Was that Tyler Whitehouse? 18 maybe. But it was a positive yardage play to the tune of, it's a 3rd and 2 coming up for the Bears. A key down. They need points. They're down 6-0. And they're just shy of the 40. They might have to punt if they don't make this.
Yeah.
The Little Warriors sold out for the run play up the middle last time on 3rd and short yardage, and it was successful. They stuffed the Bears. So let's see what they choose to do here on 3rd and 2.
It appears they have some. It's a shotgun with an I formation. The fullback beside the quarterback. They'll run a toss sweep to the right. He's got the edge. He's looking for those sticks on that 3rd down play, and going to go out of bounds. Going to be close. Going to depend on the spot. We'll see where the near side official places it. It looks like she's got him about a yard, maybe a half a yard short based on where her right foot is. So we'll have to take a look. They're asking everybody to back up so they can take a close look. I think that's going to set up a 4th down, and it is, John.
It is short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard, it looks like, from where the down marker is on the near sideline. We saw the chains come out today.
We don't get to see the chains come out too often. No,
it was one link short. It actually worked like the old school way it's always worked for 100 years.
Well, of course, now everything at the upper levels, everything's done virtually and by computer and so forth. Nice to see the human element involved here.
Yes.
Here comes a toss sweep, and that play was not really.
Thomas Stone trying to make a 1st down out of a busted-looking play. He got the push.
He might get it, John. Depends on the spot. The mesh wasn't really well done there, but you can see the near side official again. I think he's going to have enough for the line to gain. And that was because of good 2nd and 3rd effort.
Yes.
They're going to say 1st down.
How about that?
Wow.
It really didn't look like he was going to make it.
The timing of the play, John, just wasn't such that he almost had to wait for that toss to get to his hands. Usually you want to get that toss with a head of steam, and this time he had to wait for that pitch, and Winnacunnet was able to get some penetration. If not for the good, strong leg drive, it would be going the other way. So nice job by the Hudson Litchfield team.
Yeah, he had to take a few Winnacunnet tacklers with him to pick up that extra yard to get the 1st down and keep the drive alive. It would have been another turnover on downs. The Winnacunnet defense has forced 3 of those so far in this game during the 1st half. Also, the Little Warriors benefiting from a couple of picks and turnovers, fumbles by the Hampton area kids who have called a timeout. Looked like Bears timeout to talk strategy before 1st and 10 from their 39.
Yeah, John, while they take that timeout, we are looking at the highlight guy camera here. Almost 500 viewers so far for the JV. We want to welcome everybody from around the state, certainly Hudson and Litchfield, and on the Seacoast. People supporting the Winnacunnet team that couldn't be with us here today at Gill Stadium. Happy to be bringing you the action. We've been following the Nashua Cougars all year, and when given a choice here, we definitely wanted to come follow these 4 programs as they vie for a state title in the Northeast Junior High Football League. You and I had the opportunity to do a Division II semifinal a week ago, and when given the opportunity to do that Division II final, like, nope, we're coming to Gill Stadium. We're covering the Nashua Cougars and we've been doing it all year.
Let's put it out there. Why not?
Absolutely.
We were supposed to do Souhegan against Trinity for the D2 championship. We chose this over that.
Well, after this play, I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah.
And they run that toss. This time they're going to set up a pass play off of that toss. It's a rainmaker down the sideline and
incomplete. Thomas Stone's pass looked like it was intended for number 9, or was it 8? Jamison Burrows on the receiving end, and it was incomplete. Great coverage as there's been all day by the secondary.
Nico Cole was there, and that last play set it. They ran the toss to the left, and they run the toss to the right, a right-handed quarterback, so you want to set that play up to the right. Typically, John, these
it was a
stone's throw away. These Northeast Junior High Football League games are played on Sundays.
Yes.
And so that kind of that threw a wrench into the schedule. And so given the opportunity, we love the NFHS. We love covering. Obviously, we have a good relationship with Coach Bauket at Souhegan, and I talked to the head coach for Trinity High School. But, good form tackle there. Does he get out of it?
Stone.
He does. Wow.
Stiff-arming his way to the right sideline. He didn't gain a heck of a lot on that, but it was just remarkable how many tackles he broke on the way.
We do have a flag on the play, and I'll tell you what was impressive about that play, John, is that there were 5 white shirts coming from different angles, and no white shirt was following another. They all had what we call a run fit, and each player to the football has to follow the run fit so that they're not all following the same colored jersey to the ball.
Clear indication there from the referee that there was a blow to the face during that blow to the head of maybe the ball carrier on the way. So this could go against the defenders.
They're going to take him back. They just reached over to the Winnacunnet sideline.
It is against Hampton.
It is
the Hudson Litchfield Bears.
Hudson Litchfield Bears, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna back them up. And anytime you play behind the sticks, that's a difficult thing to do. And we saw that last night. Even at the high school level, you can't play behind the sticks because even if you get a sizable gain here, you could get a 10-yard gain here. Yeah. That would bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
So important to not commit those types of penalties at this level. Turnovers and penalties, as we saw last night as well, those will do you in. Pinkerton able to turn those turnovers into points as they blank the Salem, we have an offside call there. The Salem Blue Devils last night. Yeah, I think we're going to get a little bit of a head start here. This is in Canada where you're allowed to run towards the line of scrimmage before the snap of the ball, but a legal procedure penalty. So now backing them up even 5 more yards. The playbook now starts to shrink as you don't have there are not a lot of plays that you have for 3rd and infinity or 2nd and infinity here.
Randy Moss deep. I think it's going to be 2nd and 30 or something to that effect, or 2nd and 25.
I don't see Randy Moss down there, so I don't think that's in the
Thomas
plans.
Stone is down there, though. He gets the handoff, and he loses even more yards as they blow it up. That is a formidable presence.
Big number 61 for the
Alejandro again, Peralta Chong. We saw him do a wildcat snap at quarterback in the first half, which was a treat, watching him run the football. And Thomas Stone made a one-on-one solo tackle.
Is that right? Backfield. Well, form tackling is important. And, and the other thing, too, is when you're not really used to carrying the football, that could be an uncomfortable thing for a player that doesn't get an opportunity to do that.
I got to say, Alejandro did look a little uncomfortable with it.
The Nashua Cougars actually did some 2-point conversions last week with some of their big linemen, and they were able to convert. Yeah. Yes, well, they're very athletic. Is that front for the Cougars?
Here's what Coach Roby doesn't want to see: 99 to go. They have on the scoreboard for a moment. I know that's a mistake, but it feels like it. As the sprint to the left, still on his feet, and it's Alejandro that rips the ball carrier down and makes the tackle still on his feet. That was number 19. Cameron Morani, the quarterback keeper.
And Morani had a great gain there, John. I mean, he picked up about 10, 12 yards on the carry, but it's still going to bring up a long yardage situation here moving forward. I don't know if it's 3rd down or 4th down. They have 4th down on the field.
They do.
It's because it was maybe they did not change the down marker from the prior time, so they are in a punt formation. And the Hudson Litchfield Bears going to have to kick it away. It's a low kick to the right. Oh, my goodness.
Caught on the fly.
Plucked out of the air. Are you kidding me?
Charlie Tomeo made the catch.
You say Tomeo, I said Tomao, but I'll tell you what, Charlie made a great catch there.
Yeah, I say Team Wow. What a catch. And it was, if he bobbles, that's a live ball. I mean, it's not an incomplete pass.
Nope.
It's a punt.
It's a punt.
So if he doesn't catch that, if it goes off his helmet,
that's correct.
It could be a wild scene looking for the recovery. That would have been a big play, but great catch, Charlie.
Well, Charlie, too, the other thing you have to make note of is if that gets by Charlie, that's going to roll another 10, 12 yards.
Yep.
And field position changes there. As it is, the Winnacunnet Warriors Junior Warriors will have the ball on the side of Hudson Litchfield. So they are in Hudson Litchfield territory because of the good hands of Charlie.
And, of course, the clock is their friend now with 5:40 left to go in the game, up by 6-0. The security of the football remains paramount. The keeper by Bo Bean cuts to the right, back toward the line of scrimmage. Did he get back there for a gain? Positive yards?
Maybe a yard. What I like that
Winnacunnet
did there is they went empty backfield. So they had 3 receivers to the right side, 2 to the left, and what they're trying to do is spread out the Hudson Litchfield defense and allowing some running lanes for the quarterback to run a quarterback draw. But Hudson Litchfield was up to the challenge. They knew what was coming, and a good play defensively.
The Bears defense shuttling some personnel on and off the field as they get set for 2nd down and 9, trying to get the ball back and hoping to tie the game up, but the clock continues to roll. We're under 5 minutes left to play now. 10-minute quarters in the New Hampshire Junior High Football League. JV game before the D2 championship. Winnacunnet Little Warriors running their offense on 2nd and 9. The handoff, good hole. Bo Bean cuts through the secondary and to the right, and he has a first down. He gets the ball inside the 35-yard line, past the line to gain. 1st and 10 for the Little Warriors.
Looks like Hudson Litchfield trying to see if there was a fumble on the play. But Bo Bean, Bean has possession, but they ran an isolation play to the left side, and the fullback had nobody to block. He got to the second level and was just looking for a dark shirt, and Bean just followed him all the way, cut back to the right to the far hash, and what a good run to set up a 1st and 10 for Winnacunnet.
Yeah, number 22 is giving me Doug Flutie vibes. Not the biggest guy on the field, but so elusive.
Yeah.
And he's got that style, that offensive flair that seems the confidence from number 22 for the Little Warriors. He'll be a good player for another year or so coming up from the JV.
Yeah, and again, I'm sure the high school coaches are either watching us from home on the highlight guy or they're here in person because these will feed their varsity programs for the next few years, their freshman, JV, and varsity programs.
Hand off to number 20, Joseph Curtin. Doesn't go that far. Gets a short gain on 1st down. Be 2nd down and about 8th.
Well, the curtain went down there. It was a gain of a yard, but a good solid run. Again, you may not get 4, 5, 6, but you're moving forward. You're playing in front of the sticks, and it gives you an opportunity to set up a 2nd and manageable, which leads to a 3rd and manageable depending on how this play goes. So, you go right back to that play. This is series football where one play sets up the next, and Winnacunnet doing a nice job of pushing the ball down the field. They, of course, with the 6-0 lead here in the the 4th quarter, rather, a tight ball game. We're inside of 2:59 here to play.
Yeah, and you can see up in the top right of your highlight guy's screen the varsity players warming up for the Little Warriors of Winnacunnet. That game is scheduled to be a noon kickoff, and the excitement building for that one. Bring the family, your friends, everyone feels at home at Luke's Bar and Grill. Enjoy live music 3 nights a week, trivia and music bingo. You'd be good at that, I bet. Pop-up events for the whole family that make every visit something special. Whether you're here to relax, laugh, or celebrate, Luke's is the perfect spot to connect and unwind. From the first bite to the last, Luke's makes every visit memorable. Come join the fun at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, or plan your visit at lukesbarandgrill.com. That's Luke's, Luks.
Yeah, we ran into the owner of Luke's Bar and Grill at the
Pelham
coach, the assistant coach for Pelham last week in the semifinals.
Right before Pelham ran into Souhegan.
That's correct.
That's a tough team.
Sure is.
Yeah, it was great to see our Luke's man at the press box over there. Great person, community giver, backer.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's just a tremendous business. Bo Bean cuts it to the right. He has a stiff arm as he gets close to the first down, which would have been the 20, and he got it. Bo Bean.
Just running with authority, running with power and speed and tenacity. He was not going to be denied, John.
Maybe named after Bo Jackson? I don't know. I have to ask the parents. I want to thank Tom Foley again, and also our coaches for the Billy Burrows and the coaching staff from the Hudson Litchfield Bears for setting us up with some rosters and great game notes and birthdays. In the case of the Winnacunnet roster, Jason, we were able to find out that it is the birthday of one of our varsity players today, Tucker Abrahams.
All right, well, happy birthday, Tucker.
One of the starters for he's expecting to win on his birthday, I'm sure.
That would be a nice gift, I'm sure.
Yeah. Of course, the Hudson Litchfield Bears team has other ideas. They say, hey, you're going to have plenty more birthdays.
Sure.
You don't need to win today.
Yeah. Our present to you would be a nice loss, right? I'm sure that's what they're hoping for.
Right. Here's the timeout. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Joe Curtin on the carry on first down. Got maybe a couple. Second down and 8 as the Warriors are trying to grind out the remaining minutes on the clock and take a 6-0 victory or better here in the closing minutes of the fourth quarter.
Well, here's what's happening in that Hudson huddle right now is they're talking about we need a turnover. We need to get the ball on the ground, go the other way, because right now field position is slanted against the Bears. They need to first man in needs to hold up that ball carrier. Second man in needs to punch or rip at that football and get it down on the carpet. And if you are Winnacunnet, you're not in any hurry to throw the ball. You want to keep the ball on the ground in terms of running the game. You don't want to put the ball on the ground. You want to keep the running game going, force Hudson Litchfield to use their timeouts. And if you use your timeouts and you lose possession, that makes things a lot more difficult for Hudson Litchfield to get the ball down the field with no way to stop the clock other than a first down.
Up to the line of scrimmage. Little Warriors running a second down and long 8 play. Bo Bean on the direct snap, running right, cuts it up and gets maybe to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and based on what we're seeing here, John, I think we're going to see a heavy dosage of Bo Bean for the next 2 carries here. It's 3rd and 5, but I would be very surprised if anyone other than number 22 is carrying the football at this point in time. And a great job of the linemen up front getting good push.
According to the scoreboard, the Bears have just 1 timeout remaining with 1:32 to go and the clock rolling.
Yeah, the idea here is that they'll probably take it after this play because they were not willing to take it after the last play. So it'll be a huge down coming up. If they can get the first here, the game for all intents and purposes will be over. So a big down coming up here for Hudson Litchfield. I like the fact that they saved that timeout to talk about the strategy for a 4th down play. And what I love even more, the gamesmanship going on, Winnacunnet just called timeout before taking a delay of game to set up their final 2 plays. So I love the back and forth here between these 2 teams. And you can clearly see, John, well coached. Both of these teams dialed in, championship on the line.
And getting ready for the varsity kickoff at noontime. Earth Tech Systems is a local premier green heating and cooling technology company. Their goal, to save you time and money. They specialize in geothermal HVAC for your heating or cooling needs. Contact the experts at earthtechsystems.com. No install or repair project is too challenging for the experts in green HVAC technology. earthtechsystems.com. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. You may contact Deb Cody, licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, at Deb at thedowgroup.com. Deb at thedowgroup.com. We are ready to roll here. 3rd down and 5 to go. Will Winnacunnet be able to get the first down with Bo Bean? Yes, what a cutback to the 5. He is in for the touchdown. What a run by number 22, and look at him celebrate.
Yeah, rightfully so. He was following his interference, his lead blocks to the left side. It got clogged up pretty good, and Bean, running with his eyes as well as his legs, broke back to the right. There was nobody on the backside to account for him, and he scampers into the end zone, and probably an insurmountable lead at this point as we're inside of 61 seconds to play.
And I can say it, Bo Bean, the scoring machine. Remember that Gong Show? Was it Gene? I forget the rest of it, but
the
yeah.
Gong Show, you're dating yourself now, John.
Wait a minute.
Wow. These kids are like, what was the Gong Show?
Gene, the dancing machine.
Sure.
That's what he was. Yeah, so it was nice dancing there by Bo Bean. They're going for 2. Cameron Roy heaves it into the corner, and it's almost a one-handed grab by Max Bresnahan on the receiving end of the toss.
Yeah, Max Bresnahan, he's a tall drink of water there, and it just kind of went off his hand. He was open for a split second, and as Bean rolled out, he threw it up there for him. It just went off of his hand, but it is a 12-0 advantage for Winnacunnet, and if you're Hudson, you got to get heavy on the hurry-up on this kick return.
Jason Roby has called so many of these New Hampshire junior high the football league games. I want to ask you, have you ever seen them kick the extra point?
Yes.
Or they just don't do it.
As a matter of fact, we saw it a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
It was the Derry Wolverines, I believe, that attempted, and they were 1 for 7 or 1 for 6, I believe. They just kept doing it. And the rule is, at the younger levels, you're not allowed to rush the kick and try to block it. You're allowed to jump. But if they're going to attempt the kick, sometimes you don't let them rush after it, at least at the younger levels.
They made one, though?
But yeah, they made one. And then at the JV level, then at the varsity level, you will see them attempt a kick, and they can come after it.
What's the distance?
Usually it's 2 points. Same thing from the 3-yard line, so they'll be kicking it from the 10. It's a 7-yard snap.
So a 20-yard extra point?
Yep.
From kick to post?
Oh, and they just fall on it. Would have liked to have seen them pick it up and run there, try to get something.
Yeah, kind of needed a return, but the outcome pretty much not in doubt with a 12-0 lead for the Warriors with less than a minute to go in the JV contest.
And typically at the JV level, look, it's run the ball first. We'll see some passes here, but it's not in your comfort zone, especially when you have to go 74 yards to try and get a score, never mind 2 scores.
I was poring over the season schedule in the New Hampshire Junior High Football League for D2. I did not see any meeting between these two organizations, the Hudson Litchfield Bears and the Little Warriors of Winnacunnet. They ran through the schedule without being scheduled to meet up against each other.
Yeah, so pretty neat that they get to face off here in the championship game.
I know they were looking at the other team's scores because I have a remarkable stat on the total scores that were put up by both of the teams. They're almost identical.
Got a man.
And it's just shy of the intended receiver, who was about 30 yards downfield. Incomplete.
That was a nice throw. He had beat the coverage, got behind the coverage, and I'm sure right now Winnacunnet, the coaching staff, is probably saying, hey, there's no way anybody should get by you in coverage. Back up and keep everything in front of you. Of course, sometimes easier said than done, and a good arm there by the quarterback for Hudson Litchfield.
So 53 seconds. That did stop the clock on the incomplete pass. And in the shotgun, rolling right, looking to throw, on the move. It is complete in the right flat. A tackle made at about the 33-yard line. Short of the first down marker.
And we are inside of 45 seconds. They'll stop it now. Timeout, Hudson Litchfield. This will be their last timeout. So you have to believe they're probably going to try to set up either another deep throw or something we saw the other night where they send a crosser across the middle of the field, they throw it to him short, and then he pitches it to another player going the other way. That's always a great play. We saw it in a Thursday night game with the Buffalo Bills. They ran that play at the end of the game to try to get down and win the other night in Houston. They threw a drag across the middle, and of course what what Houston was doing defensively is they were covering the sidelines. They didn't want the receivers to get to the sidelines, so they left the middle of the field wide open, which set up that nice play by the Bills. Of course, Houston able to come out on top, and a big win for the Texans. And good for the Patriots because another game in the standings.
I think I told you guys on the NFHS network last night that I saw a stat that the Patriots are now 29% chance to get the number 1 seed, which leads all teams in the NFL. After the season that we had, can I say we, last year,
only when we're
nobody
winning.
expected.
Only when we're winning.
Only when we're winning, yeah. Straight drop to pass, 39 seconds to go. A heave down the right sideline is going to be almost a great catch, almost a trip-toe catch.
Yeah. That's
Shout
right.
out to Josh Tripp, who their season got ended last night by the Bedford Sports Machine.
They just
the
ran,
Bedford football team that seems destined to win a championship in D1 this year.
They ran into a very good Bedford team, and there's another instance where turnovers kind of do you in because
like we saw in the Pinkerton-Salem
game, those points turn into those turnovers turn into points, and a valiant effort in coming back by Cody Jackson and the Panthers. It just came up a little bit short. 35-21, and it'll be a Pinkerton Bedford championship game at Stello Stadium, and I'll be on the PA for that one, John. That should be a lot of fun.
That should be. Hopefully it'll be a good game, a close game, and can I say we're biased. The South win. Running around in the backfield trying to keep the play alive so he can get a throwaway maybe, but there's Logan Beaupariant, that big and just a talented athlete for both ways, offense and defense for the Warriors, who makes the tackle. He's got a lot of great football left to be played,
no doubt,
in his young career.
Grant Strukel also in there for the Warriors, and it's gonna about do it as they turn the ball over on downs. It'll be a 1st and 10, but this will just be a knee down one. You'll have to snap the ball one time, and the junior varsity version of the Division II championship game to come after this one will be in the books. And pitching a shutout is a tough thing. So great job defensively by this little Warrior team.
So they're going to run at least one more play here with 26 seconds left to go. Up under center for the little Warriors again is Cameron Dow at quarterback. He's going to take a knee. So
good job by Dow. You didn't have to run a play. You just snap it. No timeouts left. And Winnacunnet going to win this game 12-0 over the Hudson Litchfield Bears. A nice job by them. Of course, they will feed 2 programs, is my guess: Alvern High School and Campbell High School, depending on where you live and where the line is in terms of where you come from. But Campbell High School, a great program every year. Alvern High School in a rebuild right now. Justin Huff, the head coach over there, going to do a nice job for the Broncos as they won 3 or 4 of their last games and just missed out on the playoffs. Of course, Winnacunnet, a perennial playoff team in Division I. Interestingly enough, both of these teams, John, as you mentioned, playing into Division II, but in high school they will be Division I. The conference is a little bit bigger.
So we have reached the end of the JV game of the D2 Championship Saturday. It is a 12-0 win for the Little Warriors of Winnacunnet, and now the main event in D2 coming up. It'll be a noontime kickoff. John Collins with Jason Roby and the highlight guy, Steve Cody, will bring you that one as we take a break from Gill Stadium. Stay with us on the THG Network.